in America, when I say something like this, people get very upset. You know, we talk about the Dalai Lama saying "suck my tongue" or whatever, but like that's not far from the norm in normal Tibetan existence before the Communist Party came in.
I'm sorry. I must be misunderstanding him. Is he saying that China's invasion or conquering of land is justified as long as they're savages? Is that what he's saying? That as long as they're savages, that it's okay to colonize them?
Yes, I do think that is good.
No, China did them a favor.
I think that, yes, I will be on the record
just
to
like
state
America did it.
That while the China...
Oh, no, Ethan! Have you weighed in on the prankster YouTuber who got shot? Yeah, I would need to see more facts on that case, because I must be missing something. That case was very obviously not justification for lethal self-defense, and the response time from the guy that shot the dude and everything was unbelievable. But apparently he was fully acquitted of all of like the homicide or attempted killing or whatever. Like, didn't he end up just getting charged with discharging a weapon in a public place? Yeah, I'm curious if the jury just literally like saw like influencers and they're like, oh, influencer, YouTuber, like shoot him, who cares? Like literally, I feel like that was literally the jury. They just, because it went to jury trial and he didn't get guilty of any of those charges, right? It was insane. Yeah. He just shot the gun Destiny. The other guy could have dodged. Did you see Muda's tweet about it? No. What did Muda say? I'm appreciative of it on the guy who shot the prankster. He deserved to get shot. No, he didn't. Not even close. It's like, come on, I'm the king of like shoot people for whatever reason, okay? I love shooting people and people getting shot. But like, bro, it would have been like, maybe if the guy was like, I've got a gun, if you don't get away from me, I'll shoot. Maybe then I could get like 2% closer. But it was literally the guy walks up to him and he's like, yo, I got a phone in your face. And the guy's like, oh yeah? It was like some revolver ocelot shit. It was like... I was like, what? It was like 6 frames. Oh my god.
Hey, dip, quit thinking about my twinkle.
What's that mean?
Hey, dip, quit thinking about my twinkle.
No.
Hey, dip, quit thinking about my
Get
twinkle.
out of my face and call cops on. Stop.
Hey, dip, quit thinking about my twinkle.
Stop!
Oh, so like this is an example of more context that could change it. Destiny, the longer Twitter video shows that the TikToker was saying Oppenheimer was a 10 out of 10 movie. Maybe he should have shot twice. In the trial, they said the guy is a clinically diagnosed paranoid schizophrenic. Shut the f up. Oh, Barbie. I saw the Barbie movie. I feel like my thoughts are going to be disappointing. I feel like it was fine. I mean, like, people are freaking out about it, but I don't think it was like an amazing movie. I'm not going to sit here and say like it was a masterpiece, but I thought it was fine. It did what it did. I thought it was going to be way more political than it actually was. I thought it was going to be like, because people were soying out so much about it, I thought there was going to be like a ton of like man-hating and like crazy shit going on. But it was just like a fine movie. I was like, okay. I thought it was cute. Did you think the resolution of manipulating men to deprogram the women was a bit weird? No, I thought it was just kind of cute. I feel like people looked into that movie really hard. I was going in with like the political brain, and I was like, okay, let's do some hardcore political analysis to see what's going on. But I feel like it wasn't really like that hardcore. I was like, oh, okay, it was just like cute. I don't know, but I feel like people wanted to get really, really, really mad at that. But I didn't care that much. It was very girl power, but it wasn't man-hating. Was it really like girl power? I feel like when I think of girl power, I think of like women defeating things. Like Captain Marvel is like girl power. Would you consider like Mean Girls like a girl power movie? Because like, I don't know, it seemed more like a self-discovery, figuring out your own thing kind of thing. I feel like, I don't feel like I had like a girl power. Hold on, what is this? I do think it was kind of weird how they shat on male history so much. Like, it was fine and made sense the first time. They could bring up men history over and over again. Wait, I'm sorry. Did I miss part of this film? Hold on, I might have been not paying attention. Where did they shat on male history? It felt like they were just making fun of the fact that, like, the world is, like, a very male-centric world, which it kind of is. Did they shat on male history? What? Maybe I watched, like, maybe I watched the Snyder Cut, or the Schneider Cut of... This whole dance segment, I thought the dance segment with Ryan Gosling and everybody at the end was pretty good.
I'm just kid, where I see love, she sees a friend.
I don't know. I just thought it was a cute movie. I'm surprised people had such strong thoughts on it. I don't know. I didn't come away with this thinking like one way or another, like very strongly. Kick.com/Destiny/channel. Why is this not loading before? Oh, there we go. What about the end? Maybe instead of them being equal with Kens and Barbies, the Barbies gave Kens one judge nomination. Maybe. Okay. Hold on. F me, dude. I'm gonna try really hard not to soy out. Okay. But when they're making jokes at the end where it's like, oh, you can have like one judge nomination, maybe now you're equal. Isn't the point to be like a little bit of an analog to real life where it's like, oh, well, look, there's like 2 Supreme Court justices or there's like 15 women in the Senate. Now you're like equal, right? Isn't it kind of like poking fun at that idea? Like, was it really that hardcore of a statement? How many females in the Senate USA? What is the number? Okay, 20. There are currently 25 women in the Senate, right? I thought that was like the joke. Actually, hold on. Even the movie explicitly said it was a joke. They literally said like it can be like the same as women in the male world, right? Did you watch Ben Shapiro's Soying Out stream? No, I didn't. I haven't seen that yet. But like I said, I expected it to be hardcore ultra soy. But I felt like it was just like I don't know. This movie was way too lighthearted to get that upset about. If you got really mad at this movie, I think you've got issues. Why are Republicans allowed to get away with ingenious takes like Biden has opened borders? I was going to quote tweet that earlier. Where the f*** is this saying coming from? That Biden opened the borders. Did you guys not talk behind the scenes about the whole coalition? I'll chat when I get home, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. Did you see Hasan defending China again? No.
Okay, Ethan, but like,
Go ahead.
Tibet was literally a feudal slave mandate, like
So
autonomous zone.
China did them a favor.
Oh, wait, hold up. No shot. Oh, no. Where's fucking Ukrainian Anna? Hold up.
That was one. I mean, in America, when I say something like this, people get very upset. You know, we talk about the Dalai Lama saying "suck my tongue" or whatever, but like that's not far from the norm in normal Tibetan existence before the Communist Party came in.
I'm sorry. I must be misunderstanding him. Is he saying that China's invasion or conquering of land is justified as long as they're savages? Is that what he's saying? That as long as they're f***ing savages, that it's okay to colonize them? I misunderstand. Or I just don't... Where's Wicked? Maybe I just don't know the history. Am I missing something here?
And
so China unilaterally took over Tibet.
Like, these are
their culture. They basically are trying to, homogenize the culture.
If your culture,
they're trying to spoil the religion and the identity.
The part of feudal warlords and slavery, abolishing that. Yes, I do think that is good.
No, China did them a favor.
I think that yes, I will be on the record
just
to
like
state
America did it.
That while the China.
Oh no, Ethan, he should have went. So what about like f***ing all of Central and South America and probably f***ing North America? Aren't there like burial sites? Wasn't like the largest Aztec sacrificial land like 5,000 corpses that people had bought, or was it more than 10,000? So does that mean that the entire imperialistic conquering of North and South America was justified because of the Aztecs' ritual sacrifice? Or what about the fact that we colonialized all of Africa? That is where we bought the slaves from. Or what about the fact that, we invaded Iraq? Saddam Hussein literally invaded Kuwait, gassed the Kurds, got into all sorts of crazy back and forth with Iran. So is all of that justified then? What about Afghanistan and the Taliban? Sorry, I'm like screaming in this hotel.
Chinese government.
So Hasan, in one fell swoop, just justified all of Western imperialism. Some post-conquest sources report that at the reconsecration of the Great Pyramid of Tenochtitlan in 1487, the Aztecs sacrificed about 80,400 prisoners over the course of 4 days. That sounds way higher than any number I've heard. Holy shit, but okay.
Wait.
I'm not going to say it.
Well, there is no equivalent in American intervention that you can point to in a similar capacity. This is good.
No, China did them a favor.
There is no equivalent in American intervention that you can point to in a similar capacity.
Do people not know that Saddam Hussein was a really bad guy? I know that America bad, but do people think that Saddam Hussein was a chill dude? Has anybody seen the video of Saddam Hussein being on his altar and he like randomly locks up like one political opponent and then people in the audience just start standing and screaming, long live Saddam Hussein, long live, and they all stand up and scream it because they don't want to be wheeled off to the back and black bag and murdered?
This is the actual footage of what is one of the most notorious events of Saddam's reign. His fellow conspirators, he says, are in this very room.
He sat back, smiled, smoked his cigar, and he was thrilled.
Long live Saddam, long live the bar.
66 alleged traitors are removed. A third are executed by firing squad. In just a couple of hours, Saddam Hussein eliminates any traces of political opposition.
Wait, hold on, shh. I don't want to even do politics right now. We're doing keep or kick. I just want to play video games.
Unless you're talking about
and
I think this is a good way to describe Taiwan as well. The American federal government going into the fucking South and killing, unfortunately not all of them, but a decent amount of slavers and defenders of slavery. This is
What?
is violent retribution from a powerful federal government
Tibet was a separatist.
that squashed. Okay,
Tibet is the South in the Civil War.
yes. Tibet in the time frame where Chinese intervention happened would be the South. Yes, they were doing slavery.
What was the
they were
moral
brutal.
aspect of the war of China?
The interests are obviously like national security or whatever the fuck they claim, but ultimately the reality was that beyond the
It's all right. Hold on. Two things, real quick, guys. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm closing this out. Okay, this is clearly a troll video. AI voices have gotten very good. I know that sounded like Hasan, and if you saw the video looked like Hasan. This is clearly a deepfake. Okay, I'm not gonna engage this anymore. There is just no shot that all was just said unironically. I think that was probably a deepfake. It was very convincing. It was pretty good. Okay. I'll give mad props to whoever made it. Congratulations, all right? But I'm not getting trolled by that. There's no shot was any part of that real. I just don't believe it because I'm not a sucker, all right? I wouldn't get baited by something so obviously not true, all right? Maybe when we banned Can't Close Bim from chat, he went and became a Hasan writer. Here's the Saddam Hussein clip. I can't show narrated by Christopher Hitchens. Why do I need this narrated by Christopher Hitchens? I can just watch the original video. Does he add something to this? The first React streamer. Okay, bro. I'm good. Looks like reaction meta is losing bigly. No, it's not. Yeah, that'll never die. Until, Or actually, wait. Are people finally starting to DMCA streamers? Hold on. Wait, I think I saw something about that. Aren't a couple of creators, like, pushing back now? Isn't this exactly what I told people to do? Like... Oh, I saw the Lemino clip or whatever. Do some React streams for us without the content on screen? True. Sniper Wolf is getting DMCA'd. All she does is react to shit. I think her channel is mainly a reaction channel, right? It's like a compilation react, like daily dose of internet thing. Wait, what about that daily dose of internet guy? You see, Iceland got poop poured on his head by a stream sniper. Did not. Hussein was such a nice guy that he slaughtered cattle to feed his citizens. Just look up the Butcher of Baghdad. Did you watch Demon Slayer yet? No. Oh, something else we need to watch. I wonder if I can watch this on f***ing Kick. I watched the first 2 episodes of House of the Dragon. Guys. Who told me that I would get my Game of Thrones fix from this show? God damn. It is not good. Okay? It is not good. Now, maybe it significantly improves after 2 episodes, it needs to significantly improve because holy fuck. And I realized it immediately after episode 2. Mauler will actually kill you. Here's the issue that I'm running into, and I need to rewatch the first season of Game of Thrones because maybe I'm romanticizing it, but something that Game of Thrones does really well is it shows. I feel like I need to see people that are like happy and interacting with each other so that I like them a little bit. I feel like in the beginning of Game of Thrones, there were only a couple of like cold-hearted fuck cunt people, Joffrey and Cersei, but everybody else was like snarky, funny, sarcastic, warm, kind, like Ned Stark and his wife and his honor and Jon Snow and Robb, and they loved each other and they were brothers and they were Starks, and Arya was like snarky and blah blah blah. I feel like every single person, and I don't know if there's a new thing with like feminist shows or women or just new TV in general, why does everybody need to be like a stoic nothing? Everybody's like Captain Marvel. Why? Like I realized at the end of episode 2 from this, like, bro, I do not give a fuck. I do not give a fuck about any of these characters. And I think when I go back to like Game of Thrones, the small council meetings were like some of the best content in the show. Everything with Tyrion, or not Tyrion, I'm sorry, Tyrion, yes, actually, but also everything with Tywin, I feel like so much funny shit, everything with Ned, everything with Bobby, B, everything that happened with, everything there was just so funny and awesome. And like these small councilmen are like, bro, like, okay, wow. His successor, I guess, is like, and we need more kings, and like, oh my god. It gets a lot better, especially post 4. Okay, it better get. Do you like King Viserys? The guy that looks like the fucking bad guy in Ghostbusters 2? I mean, he seems like okay, but I mean, like, I don't know. We'll see. I hope it significantly improves. Otherwise, I feel like I've wasted so much of my fucking time. Can I just like sit on the floor? Hold on. The show got really bad after season 4. Wait, House of the Dragon? Bro, these fucking angles. It doesn't get better, chat is coping. If you don't like it now, I doubt you'll like it later. I just feel like there were so many people that you could like in Game of Thrones. I feel like there are so many likable people. Like, in the first 3 episodes, you could like... I feel like you could like Jaime. Cersei was kind of a bitch. Robert Baratheon, for sure. Every single Stark person was likable. Even fucking Theon was likable. All of them were. I don't know. I just feel like... Even the side characters... like Littlefinger and Varys were like fun. Yeah, I don't know. When the whole of this show so far has been perfectly encapsulated by when the king was like, spoiler alert for episode 2, I guess, when the king was like, I just want you to know, daughter, your mother dying really upset me. And then the girl was like, it pleases me to hear that. I'm like, bro, what am I watching right now? Kill me. Oh my god. Jaime was a cunt. He was a cunt, but he was like handsome, charming, charismatic, snarky, like that kind of like cunty. I don't know, there was something to every character where it was like Jaime's like the kind of guy who's like, I could definitely see why this guy is like a piece of shit, but I could see him being like a kind of like a Playboy-esque character as well. Whereas like everybody in this show is like, I don't know how, do any of these people have friends like off camera? Well, like in the show, not like the real actors. Did you get to the scene with the little black girl? Oh, the 12-year-old he's supposed to marry? He pushed a child? Yeah, but he pushed a child in a funny way. What did he say? The things I do for love? And then he shoves the kid out the window?
The things I do for love.
I mean, listen, I don't know, dude. Maybe I have to go back and rewatch. No, I'm trying to think, like, maybe I'm nostalgia tripping, but I'm not nostalgia tripping. Because I remember I met a girl off of Tinder in Nebraska. This was a long time ago. And I was hanging out with her, and she was the one that made me watch the show. And I remember thinking, like, I'm going to hate this show. I don't like dragons. I don't like knights. I don't like stupid medieval shit. It's not my scene at all. But I remember loving the show after season 1. I was like hooked. It was like after like 4 episodes, I was like, I want to watch every single episode that's been released up to like season 4 or 5 or whatever. I don't even know where they were at that point. So I feel like I got hooked on Game of Thrones like really quickly when I watched it in the past. And that was after I was super primed to hate Game of Thrones. Because when everybody talks about why Game of Thrones is good, you guys all give the dumbest reasons. Everybody said, Game of Thrones is so good because you never know when they're going to kill the character you like. Oh my god. Game of Thrones is so cool because they kill so many people. And I'm thinking, like, what a stupid fucking reason to like a show. How fucking cringe and soy. Like, I don't know. That was my feeling. So I was, like, primed to hate that show. But after, like, a few episodes, I was like, yeah, fuck it. This is awesome. Newsom appointed a union buster? It's bad? Oh, shit. Destiny, do you think maybe it's casting? Man, I've read so many pieces in defense of actors, and I've seen actors in so many different environments. I'm very reticent to blame actors from now on when things happen. I feel like it usually has to come down to directing more than anything. It's very, very hard for me to say, like, these actors are doing a shitty job. If you're in Hollywood or if you're acting professionally, you probably have to jump through a lot of hoops to get there. I think it's more often a mistake of writing or directing than, yeah.